let's continue to appeal to the community that we beg you. As for the assembly, we are doing our best, but the onus is on all of us that we will ensure that people do not build on the drains, people do not put their structures here. We continue to clear them and they continue to come. It is not in our interest to demolish properties that people are using money for or to spoil people's business. But once you are also not helping the assembly, helping the nation to be able to ensure that the nation becomes free, then with the assembly we cannot also sit aloof. That is why from January till this very day we continue to clear the place. Last week we did a cattle branch, and this week we are here at Agogo-Oshonion place. Next week what we are doing is that in our communities, all those who are also rearing cattle having cattle ranges in their homes, we are going to clear the place.
Also, the Ghana Health Service has launched an investigation into the reported disappearance of a newborn baby at the East Gonja District Hospital, with health authorities promising a thorough probe into the circumstances surrounding the incident. The Ghana Health Service has commenced investigations into a reported case involving a missing newborn at the East Gonja District Hospital. According to health authorities, the investigation is intended to establish the facts surrounding the incident and determine how the baby allegedly went missing from the facility. The case has sparked concern among residents and healthcare stakeholders, with calls for accountability and enhanced security measures within health institutions to safeguard patients and their families. Officials say a team has been tasked to gather information, review hospital procedures, and engage relevant personnel as part of efforts to uncover the circumstances that led to the reported disappearance. The Ghana Health Service has assured the public that the investigation will be conducted professionally and transparently, adding that appropriate action will be taken based on the findings. Authorities have also appealed for calm while the inquiry is ongoing, emphasizing the need to avoid speculation until all the facts have been established. The incident has renewed discussions about patient safety, surveillance systems, and security protocols in healthcare facilities across the country. The Ghana Health Service says it remains committed to uncovering the truth behind the incident as anxious family members and the wider public await the outcome of the investigation. We'll go for a break and be back with business. Do stay with us. MBN Jasuni Fremi Ejahima Sawupa Sawuba MBN Jasua Fremi was 0245 88 2128 MBN Jasu Kameho na yendi eja at the right place. Welcome back. Now, the government of Ghana, through the Ghana Cocoa Board, has announced a fixed producer price of 41,392 Ghana cedis per ton of cocoa, aiming to stabilize farmer incomes despite recent fluctuations in the global cocoa market. The government of Ghana, working through the Ghana Cocoa Board, has officially set the producer price for cocoa at 41,392 Ghana cedis per ton. The decision is intended to protect cocoa farmers from the impact of declining global market prices and to ensure stability within Ghana's cocoa sector, which remains one of the country's key foreign exchange earners. Officials say the pricing structure reflects efforts to balance international market pressures with the need to sustain farmer livelihoods and encourage continued production. The Ghana Cocoa Board noted that the new price will apply for the upcoming cocoa season and is part of broader reforms aimed to improving efficiency and profitability in the sector. Farmers and industry stakeholders are expected to welcome the announcement, although some are likely to continue calling for further support measures, including improved input distribution and farm rehabilitation programs. Analysts say the move comes at a critical time as global cocoa prices experience volatility, with West African producers particularly exposed to market shifts. The government maintains that the pricing decision is part of a long-term strategy to protect Ghana's cocoa industry and ensure its competitiveness on the global stage. As the new cocoa price takes effect, attention will turn to how it impacts farmer incomes, production levels, and Ghana's overall cocoa exports performance in the coming season. Also in business, Ghana has strengthened its international agribusiness presence at the Cereals 2026 Summit in London, showcasing investment opportunities and agricultural potential to global partners as part of efforts to boost food production and export growth. Ghana has expanded its agribusiness footprint at the Cereals 2026 Summit, engaging internal investors, agri-tech companies, and trade partners in a bid to strengthen agricultural development and export competitiveness. The delegation presented key opportunities in Ghana's agricultural value chain, including grain production, storage systems, agro-processing, and mechanized farming initiatives aimed at improving food security and reducing post-harvest losses. Officials highlighted Ghana's ongoing reforms to modernize agriculture, improve irrigation systems, and attract private sector participation in large-scale commercial farming. At the summit, discussions focused on technology transfer, climate-smart agriculture, and investment partnerships designed to enhance productivity across cereal and grain sectors. The Ghanaian team also used the platform to promote the country as a stable and strategic hub for agribusiness investments in West Africa, citing its fertile land, improving infrastructure, and access to regional markets. Stakeholders at the summit reportedly expressed interest in potential collaborations, particularly in areas of sustainable farming technologies and agro-processing facilities. The participation forms part of Ghana's broader strategy to diversify its economy through agriculture-led industrialization and increase its share in global food supply chains. As the summit continues in London, attention will be on the partnerships and investment deals Ghana secures and how they could translate into long-term growth for the country's agricultural sector. On the international front, Elon Musk has reportedly initiated steps to begin public trading for SpaceX from Texas, marking what could be one of the most significant transitions in the commercial space industry. Elon Musk is moving forward with plans to begin public trading for SpaceX, with initial proceedings reportedly underway in the U.S. state of Texas. The development signals a potential shift for the privately held aerospace company, which has so far remained one of the most valuable private firms in the world while operating under tight control and long-term strategic investment structures. If successful, The move would open SpaceX to public investors for the first time, potentially reshaping the global space economy and attracting significant interest from institutional and retail markets. Industry analysts say a public listing could increase transparency and raise substantial capital for future missions, including satellite expansion, deep space exploration, and commercial space travel initiatives. However, questions remain about timing, valuation, and regulatory approval as companies of SpaceX's scale and strategic importance typically undergo extensive scrutiny before entering public markets. SpaceX has not yet issued a detailed public timeline, but the reported move has already sparked global attention across financial and technology sectors. The development comes amid growing competition in the private space industry, where firms are racing to expand satellite networks and develop next-generation launch systems. As the process unfolds, investors and industry observers will be watching closely to see whether SpaceX's potential public debut marks a new era for commercial space exploration or remains a long-anticipated but carefully managed transition. This brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, let's do a recap of the major headlines. Parliament cannot pause while unemployment demands action, Afenyomakin. In business, government logs cocoa prices at 41,392 cedis per ton amid market dip. And on the international front, Elon Musk moves to begin public trading of SpaceX from Texas. For more news updates, you can follow us on Facebook and on YouTube at MBN360. My name once again is Naja Modote. Thanks for staying with us and enjoy the rest of our programs.